Hello everybody, what is going on? It is PixelSundae back again with another video, and today I am going to be doing a highly requested video. Now about 2 weeks ago, I did a video on the Evergreen SMP, which is a Christmas themed SMP. I showed you guys how to use the ice hockey rink that I made with nothing but commands and redstone. Absolutely no plugins went into this, and you guys really wanted a tutorial. And I said I would be more than happy to make a tutorial, and that is exactly what this video is going to be like. Now there are a couple plugins that you could add that would make this game a lot better and more fun to play, but they are completely optional. I'll talk about that near the end of the video or in the middle of the tutorial somewhere. But if you guys want to learn how this works, I did that in the other video. That'll be on screen and in the description if you guys want to go watch that. I highly recommend doing so that you guys know how it works and what it does. I'm just going to show you guys the basics in this video. So pretty much there's a button right here. You press for a hockey puck and down will fall this little, hockey puck, I guess you could say. And you can score with him and you get a point. Now this is a super fun game if you guys want to make an SMP, possibly a server. If it's a smaller server and it's just for friends. Enough talk, let's get into the tutorial. First step is to make an ice rink like this. It really can be any size, and make sure you have a center block. We're going to be using that for later. Now what you're going to do is make little goals. So just like in the one that I showed you guys that I made, make them decently large, like not too big. I'm making mine super big. It really depends on what you guys want. You don't want to make it too big so that it's super easy for them to score. Okay, so we've got our red goal. Now let's make another team. So I'm going to make a green team, and then we have our other goal. Now what we're going to do is start working on the button to summon our hockey puck. So now what we're going to do is make like this chimney type thing. And if you guys didn't know, packed ice does not melt like regular ice does. That's why I prefer using packed ice, because here I'm going to use some glowstone to make like a little, I don't know, a lighted room type thing, because this is where our players press the button to get our hockey puck. So I'm just going to kind of build up just a little bit. It doesn't have to be too high right now, but we're going to build up on it later. So we're just going to add some spruce right here, enough room for a button. Now what we're going to do is grab our button and place it anywhere really. I'm just going to place it in the middle here, and then we're going to go behind this button, grab our spruce wood and put a block right there. Here's where our redstoning is coming in. Grab yourself a redstone repeater and regular redstone, and be prepared, we're going to do some redstone things. If you guys do have access to world edit, I suggest for you guys to use a different block than the one that you're actually using for like the wall, because afterwards I'm going to change all the blocks underneath all the redstone to barriers just so it looks less crowded, but that is completely optional. But if you guys don't have access to world edit, just do /give at p barrier and then you press enter and it will give it to you. I have essentials so it's not going to work, but you get the point. Go ahead and place redstone on there, grab a slab of any kind, and what we're going to do is create a redstone staircase. If you didn't know, redstone is unique with slabs because with slabs you can create like a staircase type thing. Normally if you were to do this with regular blocks you wouldn't be able to, because like there's a space between the slabs so the redstone can actually pass through. It's a pretty cool trick, and this makes it easier if you just want to make a signal go straight up, which is what we want to do. So just keep doing it like this. Make sure you're not making the mistake where you're placing it on the bottom side of the block, because then you won't be able to place the redstone on it. So just make sure that you're placing it on the top side, and the redstone will start making this kind of pattern. So I'm just going to go up one more just like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to test and see if my redstone signal reaches this far. So I'm going to put a redstone lamp right there and put redstone on top of that, press our button and see if it glows, and it does. So that means our redstone signal reaches all the way up here and we didn't have to use a repeater, which is good. If any chance you wanted to make yours higher, which doesn't really matter, it doesn't have to go super high, it just looks a lot better if it's higher, you would have to branch off and do a redstone repeater and make a whole nother staircase, but that's a different story. Now we're going to start making our redstone signal go towards this way. I suggest putting a repeater after that just so it's like a fresh signal, and we start going towards this way. Now what we're going to do is line up our redstone signal with this block right here, which is our center block. That's why I said you guys have to match up your center block in the beginning. I'm going to make it go just a little bit higher. Now what we're going to do is do /give at p-c-o-m-m, press tab and enter, and you'll give yourself a command block, but because I have essentials it's /I. So once you have your command block, place it right above your center block. Make sure it is right above it, and you're just going to kind of make like this bridge type thing. Make sure it is 2 blocks or more apart from the command block, and then what you're going to do is grab a tripwire hook and some string, and let's just go ahead and pre-place our tripwire hooks right there, and then you can grab a dispenser. Let's go ahead and place down our wool right here as temporary blocks. Place 1 block down like this, and then place your dispenser lined up with the command block like this, but make sure it's 1 block out, and then you can go ahead and break those. Place a piece of redstone on top of that, make sure you're sneaking. Now let's go ahead and branch off our redstone like this. I placed a repeater there just so it's like a fresh signal again, and sneak when you're placing it on top of the command block, and you're done with this part of the redstone. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go right under the command block, make sure your head is hitting it like so. Turn on your F3 menu and go into your chat. Go ahead and look at your block coordinates right over here and type those into your chat. Obviously yours will be different than mine. Now what you can do is highlight it and copy it using Command A and Command C, or if you're on another computer it's like Control A and then Control C, you know, those things. And let's just for now put that in our chat so it's there if we want to highlight it again. Now what you're going to do is go into the description and you will see a command that I have for you there. This is a command command that I made that summons a villager at a specific coordinate with active potion effects. So as you can see, it says like ID 2. I'm pretty sure that's invisibility. That way the villager is invisible and also has resistance so the player cannot actually kill them. So what you're going to see in the command are these 3 squiggly lines. Let's go ahead and press enter on that command block. Let's go into our chat, highlight and copy that once again, and replace all the squigglies with our coordinates. That's exactly what you got to do. So then you do that and press enter and you should be good. Then what you're going to do is go into the description and find the other command. That is to get your hockey puck. Go ahead and grab your command block and paste in this command in the description. This one I did not make. This was found on minecraftheads.com. It's actually supposed to be a cannonball, but you know, it's close enough to a hockey puck, so we're going to use it. Go ahead and press needs redstone and done, and you'll get it yourself. Then what you're going to do is go ahead and duplicate it and put that in all of the slots, and you should be good. Now what we're going to do is test it out. Let's put our string in there. Okay, I actually made a slight mistake. The dispenser actually goes like right here, so place a block right around here and then place a dispenser on the back of that so that the command block is diagonal from it, and then you can go ahead and sneak and place redstone on that. And now once we press the button, we should see that it comes out a hockey puck. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock him off. They are unkillable because I gave them like resistance 1,000,000. So if you do need to kill them, I will give you a really OP axe in the description. All you have to do to get that is to copy the command in the description and put it in a command block, and you'll give it to yourself. But we are not done yet. So now we're going to focus on the goals. So what we're going to do is hollow out an area here. Just this part, nothing outside of the goal, just here. Oh my gosh, what did I do? So what we're going to do is dig this out until there is pure void. For you, it's going to be a lot longer because I'm making this in the sky, but just dig it out until there's nothing but void beneath so that the villagers will fall and, you know, die completely. Because if there was like lava down there or something, they just wouldn't die because they have like resistance 1,000,000. Okay, until that's completely hollowed out, I'm going to take a barrier and do this just so it's easier with the tripwires later on. You'll see why. And I'll do that a couple layers down. And once we have those there, let's dig down just a little bit, maybe like 2 blocks or so, and make out a little area like that. Put out 2 blocks on both sides just like this, and then at the very end replace the back block with a command block. Do that for both sides. Then what we're going to do is go into the description and find the green point title command. Then we're just going to go into the command block, copy that command in the description, and paste it into here. This is so whenever somebody scores on this goal, it will pop up on screen saying red point. Then we can just cover that with dirt. Then we're going to go to the other command block, find the other command in the description, which is the green firework command, paste that in, and then for this one, since it's a summon command, we have to get the right coordinate. What we're going to do is go outside of our goal and find out where we want our rocket to spawn. So let's do it like right here. Press F3 and go look at your block coordinates, which are right up here. Copy those, go into that command block once again, and replace all those squigglies with the copied coordinates. Press done and you should be good. Now what we're going to do is put a dirt over that. Then we're going to grab our tripwire hook and our string. Put a tripwire hook in those both holes. Then we can put our string across just like so. Summon another hockey puck and put it in there and test it out. And it works. Then for this one you do the exact same thing, only the commands are different. That's literally it. So you guys can pretty much figure that out. Just do the exact same thing I did over there, except with different commands. Make sure you hollow it out completely. Then place your barriers down here, filling up the entire place. Place them a couple layers down. Place your command blocks. Paste in command. Paste in other command. Find your coordinates. Put your coordinates in. Tripwire, string. Let's test it out. Put them in there. Make sure it works. And it does. Okay, so once you have both goals all figured out, this next part is completely optional, but if you want this, you can do this part. So this next part I'm going to teach you guys how to do is if you want every time somebody scores the goal, another hockey puck to spawn right in its place, or if you want every time a hockey puck goes down there into the void, you want a player to serve it using the button. So it's either automatically or a player serves it with the button. So if you do want it to be automatic or a new hockey puck spawns in its place, this is how to do it. So obviously it's not going to be like this, it's going to be underground for you, but find where your command block is, connecting the tripwire underground, break the block above it and the other one as well, and there we can place a piece of redstone. I'm going to go inside for this part. As you can see, the redstone is right there, so every time this goes off, that is going to go off. So here we're just going to create a signal going off to the side just like this. Let's go ahead and place a repeater just so it doesn't die out. Just make it keep going off just like this until you find the actual button, which is right over there. We're actually dead on directly there, so we're just going to head this way. Normally it would be ground for you. I'm just going to continue this as if it's ground. I would place one more repeater just like that. So let's just keep going behind just like this until we reach this thing, which was our original redstone. So let's do our staircase just like we were doing before. Let's go this way until we can connect to that. I suggest right before it goes to the slab, we put one of those just so the signal doesn't die out. And so that when we press the button in there, it wouldn't interfere with this piece down here. And going back to the dispenser part here, if for any reason the dispenser is not putting the cannonball on the villager's head, that's because it is interfering with the command block here. So if for some reason that is happening for you, just redo your coordinates, go 1 block away from the command block, go on F3 and retype in your coordinates. That way it will not interfere, and then you can move your dispenser over just like so and put the redstone on there like normal, and it should work now. now. Although your center block will be off, it's better to have your center block off than to not have the villager spawn always. So now we can finally test it. Let's spawn our hockey, and then we go over here and do that. And let's see, and it does work. Okay, cool. Now we have to do this side. It's pretty much the exact same thing. There's no real pattern to it. However you get this redstone signal to that one, you know, so even if you're like not a redstone genius, anybody can do that. And here my trusty assistant Kate is making some walls if you guys want to make walls. So we just string it over just like we did with the other one. Just place redstone, do a couple of those. Let's go out just like that. We can place a repeater just like that. Go over just like this. Repeater at the end. Redstone. We can start doing our staircase. Then we can place our redstone just like this until it is connected to that one. And make sure there's a repeater right here. You 100% need a repeater right there so that it doesn't interfere with, you know, that. That should be good. Now let's test it out. Press that. Spawn a hockey puck. Go over here. And it spawns another one. Good. Now what we're going to do is start placing our pistons just like this. And we can stop it right there just so they can get into that little room right there. We can do that on all sides. Make sure it's on this part going off of that. The whole reason for this is so that the villager slash hockey puck does not get stuck in little crevices slash corners, you know, because then it's impossible to get them out. So just keep doing that all around. Make sure there are no openings except for right here. Place a string of blocks behind those just like this, but not directly behind them. Do that on all sides. Place a redstone repeater just like this going onto every single piston, all sides once again. Grab yourself a button and put them on both sides just like this, above each piston on both goals. Go ahead and put a block right there, redstone right there, and redstone right there. And then put one more string of blocks behind all of that, and then string redstone all the way around the back. And then do the same for this side. Put a block right there, redstone right there, and make sure it strings onto that and goes all the way across here. Do that on all sides. And if you want to, you can put like a decoration down there. It doesn't really matter. Decoration meaning like any block or something. Now I can show you what I mean when I say villager getting stuck. If it's stuck on the wall and you can't really get him out, all the player has to do is press this button and the pistons will push him out and you can continue playing. Test to see if every single piston works on each side and you should be finished. Now remember at the beginning of the video when I said there are a couple options where you could have plugins but you don't really need them. This is where it's going to come in handy. If you want to, you can install World Guard, but it's completely optional just so that players don't fall down here and keep like earning themselves points because that's kind of a cheat. If players fall down there, they can get themselves a point. That's why I think World Guard is a good thing to have. With World Edit, select a region, /region, create. You can do like red team, and then you can do /region, flag, red team, entry deny. And then if I de-op myself, I am not able to go in. As you can see, it glitches me backwards. And you should be good. Do the exact same thing with this, only name it green team if you are using the World Guard plugin. And that is just about it. If you guys want to see the hockey rink in action, go ahead and go down to the link in the description. It'll take you to the video where I toured the hockey rink and showed you guys how it worked. Let me know if you guys thought this was useful in any way and what you guys use this for, an SMP, a server, anything like that. Don't forget to leave a like on this video because this took a lot of work to make. Tutorials are pretty hard to do. Also, thank you to Kate Builds for helping me with this design because I didn't think about designs. So yeah, go subscribe to her. She will be linked in the description, and subscribe to see more content just like this. If you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Show your support for the channel. That is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.